Coming in at number 10 is the 2026 Cadillac Celestiq, the rolling penthouse. Cadillac decided they were done playing nice with the Germans and built something that looks like it belongs parked outside a private jet terminal. This thing is long, low, and smooth like a concept car that somehow escaped into production. The front end glows with that illuminated black crystal grille, and every angle screams old money flex without trying too hard. Underneath all that sheet metal sits a dual-motor electric setup pushing around 655 horsepower. And no, this ain't some stripped-out rocket ship trying to break your spine over potholes. This thing floats. Magnetic ride control and adaptive air suspension make it glide over rough roads like the asphalt personally apologized before you got there. Inside? Bro, this cabin is ridiculous. 55 inches of dashboard screen stretching from pillar to pillar. Real metal, real wood, hand-stitched leather everywhere. No cheap piano black fingerprints nonsense. Every Celestiq is basically custom built, meaning rich folks can spec these things like a tailored Italian suit. The crazy part? Cadillac only plans to build these in tiny numbers, so exclusivity alone sends the value through the roof. Expect these land yachts to sit around the $350,000. Personally, I think Cadillac finally remember who they are with this car. This feels like America stepping back into the ultra-luxury fight, swinging heavy. At number 9, we got the silent assassin, the 2026 Mercedes-Maybach S-680 Voiture. This ain't transportation anymore. This is straight-up rolling royalty. The exterior is smooth and elegant, but the two-tone paint and chrome details let everybody know this thing costs more than their house before they even hear the V12. And speaking of that engine, Mercedes stuffed a handcrafted twin-turbo V12 under the hood, producing effortless power. Not violent, not dramatic, just smooth torque that feels like the earth itself is pushing you forward. The cabin? Forget first class. This is private suite territory. Champagne flutes, reclining seats, active ambient lighting, heated armrests, man. The rear passengers matter more than the driver in this thing. And honestly, that's the point. What makes Maybach special is the vibe. It's not trying to be loud like a Lamborghini. It whispers wealth. The kind of car where billionaires sit in the back making phone calls that move markets. Pricing for these ultra-luxury yachts starts floating around $400,000. If you ask me, Maybach doesn't sell speed. They sell silence, comfort, and status. This is billionaire energy without needing to scream for attention. Sliding into number 8 is the street missile, the 2026 Lamborghini Revuelto. Lamborghini finally killed off the Aventador and replaced it with something completely insane. The Revuelto looks like a fighter jet folded into the shape of a supercar. Sharp lines, giant air channels, and enough aggression to make traffic move out of your way automatically. Behind the driver sits a naturally aspirated V12 paired with electric motors, pushing over 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, you heard that right. 1,000 horses. This thing launches so hard it feels like your organs are trying to file a complaint. And somehow Lamborghini still kept the drama alive. The engine screams all the way to redline like an angry Italian orchestra. No fake EV soundtracks here, baby. Inside, it's classic Lambo chaos. Fighter jet switches, digital displays everywhere, and a cockpit that makes you feel like you're preparing for takeoff instead of heading to Starbucks. The demand for these things is already nuts. Rich collectors are flipping allocations before the cars even hit garages. Realistically, fully spec'd Revueltos are going to hover between $700,000 and $900,000, depending on options and dealer insanity. Honestly, I think Lamborghini understands drama better than anybody in the car game. Every single thing about this car feels theatrical, loud, and borderline unnecessary. And that's exactly why people love it. At number 7, we have the Dark Horse Billionaire Flex, the 2026 Rolls-Royce Spectre Black Badge. Rolls looked at the EV future and basically said, fine, but we're still doing it better than everybody else. This thing is massive. Long hood, fastback roofline, giant illuminated grille. The Spectre looks less like a car and more like a luxury yacht on wheels. But here's the scary part. It's completely silent. No engine noise, no drama, Just instant electric torque moving nearly 3 tons of handcrafted British luxury like it's floating through space. And man, the interior is straight up ridiculous. Starlight headliner, illuminated doors, cashmere materials, open-pore wood trim. You don't drive a Rolls. You arrive in it. The black badge version cranks up the attitude too. More power, darker trim, sharper tuning. Basically the billionaire version of wearing an all-black tailored suit with expensive watches nobody can identify except other rich dudes. These things can easily smash through the $500,000 barrier once the bespoke options start stacking up. The way I see it, Rolls-Royce figure out something most brands still don't understand. Rich people don't care if a car is electric or gas. They care about presence. And this thing has presence for days. Number 6 belongs to the American monster, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Yeah, the Corvette crashed the billionaire party, and honestly, it deserves to be here. The new ZR1 looks absolutely unhinged. Massive aero, giant vents, wide body stance, carbon fiber everywhere. It doesn't look like a Corvette anymore. It looks like something GM accidentally built after locking engineers in a lab with too much caffeine. Power? Forget reasonable. Twin-turbo V8 madness, pushing close to 1,000 horsepower. This thing is coming for Ferraris and McLarens at half the price. And that's exactly why the internet is losing its mind over it. The mid-engine layout completely transformed the Corvette. Now, it handles like an exotic while still keeping that raw American insanity alive. Loud cold starts, tire smoke, pure chaos. The funniest part? Compared to everything else on this list, the ZR1 is technically a bargain. But with dealer markups and limited allocations, some of these will realistically push beyond $250,000 easy. In my opinion, this might be the scariest car on the list dollar for dollar. Because deep down, Ferrari owners hate the fact that this thing can hunt exotics for half the money. At number 5 is the rolling piece of art, the Pagani Huayra Codalunga. Pagani doesn't build cars. They build mechanical sculptures for rich people who think Ferraris are too common. The Codalunga is long, smooth, and unbelievably clean compared to most modern hypercars. Number 4 is the futuristic alien spaceship, the 2026 Bugatti Tourbillon. Bugatti retired the Chiron and somehow came back even crazier. The Tourbillon is pure insanity. Sharp LED lighting, dramatic curves, massive rear diffuser. The whole thing looks engineered by people who think normal physics are optional. And here's the wild part. Bugatti ditched the legendary quad-turbo W16 and replaced it with a naturally aspirated V16 hybrid setup. Yeah, a V16 in 2026. Absolute madman. Combined output pushes close to 1,800 horsepower. That's not a car anymore. That's a guided missile with leather seats. Inside, Bugatti went completely against modern trends. Instead of giant screens everywhere, you get mechanical watch-inspired gauges built like Swiss timepieces. The craftsmanship is unreal. This thing isn't just transportation. It's automotive history. Expect pricing to start around $4 million before taxes, options, or billionaire-level customization kicks in. Personally, I think this car is proof that Bugatti has completely stopped caring about reality. Nobody asked for a hybrid V16 hypercar, which is exactly why Bugatti built one. Runner-up at number 2 is the Scandinavian rocket ship, the Koenigsegg CC850. Christian von Koenigsegg basically looked at the entire car industry and said, "Nah, we're doing things our way." The CC850 mixes old-school manual driving feel with futuristic hypercar technology. It's got a twin-turbo V8 making over 1,300 horsepower, but the real magic is the transmission. Somehow this thing can behave like both a manual and an automatic. It's engineering black magic. Visually, it's gorgeous. Smooth curves, fighter jet canopy vibes, giant rear haunches. Unlike a lot of hypercars trying too hard to look aggressive, the CC850 feels confident. It knows it's fast enough to embarrass basically anything on the road. The cabin is minimalist but still insanely premium. Exposed carbon fiber, aluminum details, aviation-inspired switches. No fluff, no fake luxury. And because Koenigsegg builds cars in tiny numbers, these things instantly become collector gold. Prices are expected to hover around $3.5 million. And honestly, that number's probably going way higher once collectors start fighting over them. And finally, sitting at number 1, the king of excess, the Bugatti Voiture Noire. This isn't just the most expensive car in the world. This is automotive mythology. Everything about this machine is outrageous. The body is stretched low and wide like a rolling stealth bomber. Every surface flows like liquid carbon fiber. The rear end alone looks like it belongs in a science fiction movie. Underneath sits Bugatti's legendary quad-turbocharged W16 engine, producing nearly 1,500 horsepower. The power delivery feels endless, like the horizon itself is getting pulled toward you. But honestly, nobody buy la voiture noire for speed. They buy it because there is only one single car. That's it. The interior is pure handcrafted insanity. Leather, polished aluminum, carbon fiber, bespoke everything. There are watches less detailed than the switches inside this thing. Owning this car is basically a billionaire level mic drop. It says you're not just rich, you're operating in an entirely different universe. Estimated value? Around $18 million after taxes and customization. Maybe more now, considering collector demand. So now I gotta ask you, if somebody tossed you the keys to any one of these monsters, which one are you taking home? Drop your pick in the comments. And remember, the rarest flex in the car world isn't speed anymore.